In today's video, we're going to be comparing these two Doey the Doughman plushies, one that I made fully from scratch with my own hands, and the other one that I bought at Walmart for only $12 that was made by Culturefly. By the end of this video, you guys are going to be seeing my insight on whether you guys should buy this Walmart version or just wait for the official Mob Entertainment one that's going to release in late May, early June. Please subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and like the video if you like this sort of content. It really does help me out a lot. But without further ado, let's just get right into the review. So here we have these two amazing plushies. I know one's mine, but I'm giving myself a pat on the back for this one. And the other one is made by Culturefly, as mentioned previously, and I think both of these guys look really, really nice. Obviously, you guys can see some already big differences, but I'm going to be going into the nitty-gritty of it and really showing you the minor things that you really don't notice at first glance. But yeah, I think we should definitely start with the pros and the cons of this guy, and then we're going to go with my own, and then we're going to see them both side by side, and then we'll decide the ultimate winner at the end of the video. But yeah, for now, let's just get this guy and see what he's about. So here we got the Culturefly Doey the Doughman plush, and for size reference, I brought a FNAF Freddy plush. Here he is. He's pretty big compared to them. He's about twice the size of Freddy, but you know, mine's is obviously a lot bigger, but let's get this guy out of here for now. The Culturefly one is honestly really, really good for the price that it was. It's about $12, which is not bad at all. That is about the exact same price as a FNAF plush. It's only $1 more, and honestly, for the quality that you're getting with this plush, I highly recommend it. But I'll get to that review side of the review later in the video. But obviously, you guys can see that this guy is literally just Doey the Doughman. He's got some bright, nice colors. He's got some printing all over his body, which can be seen as a pro and a con. Pro because with this specific design, there's a lot of different colors and a lot of different like smudges of colors and different mixes that it would be hard to split up the pattern, and that's what I did, which was really, really difficult. But I think a printing option would have been a lot nicer and neater, and I think it looks really, really nice on this guy. Usually with FNAF plushies, the printing is awful, but with this guy, it's not so bad. You don't see any white underneath, and I think overall the printing is really, really nice. One con that I do see, however, is that the sectioning is a little wonky. For example, like right here, it just abruptly cuts off, as well as back here. The red leads into the yellow really awkwardly, and I think that it should have been handled with more care, I guess more thought into how the colors all flow into each other. But I understand that these guys are manufactured in a factory and they had to be quickly made, so not everything's going to be perfect, but they did get the idea of Doey the Doughman. The arms, my biggest complaint is that they're sticking out like this. It looks like he's giving you a big old hug, but if they were slightly bent like this, I think they would have been a lot better as just a resting position. The arms also, the printing is the exact same. It cuts off in some areas, but I think overall it looks nice. It doesn't crack too badly. You can see some thread, which isn't a big fault because it's not super noticeable, but if you guys are looking at it up close, you can definitely notice it a lot more. The fingers look really, really nice. They're just basic fingers. I think it looks, you know, very decent. I don't think it looks bad at all. The other arm, again with that sectioning, I think with this arm it's a lot more noticeable how one color just flips to the next without any like smooth transition. But you know, of course, as I mentioned before, they're made by a manufacturing company in a factory, so I don't blame it at all. The fingers are the exact same, the printing is the same, not bad at all. The neck is nice and long, it's stuffed. This whole guy is very squishy and soft and firm, you know, like he's squishy enough but also firm enough to where he can like literally just stand up, like if you rest him on something. Like he's very cuddly, I will admit, and very soft. Surprisingly, the print pattern doesn't make it any like less soft or any more soft, but you know, I think the softness is I would say about the same as a normal FNAF plushie. The neck, of course, though, is just a little like tube, I'm guessing. The pattern, this printing, I think this is such a nitpick, but I feel like with a smaller space like this, they could have really just aligned it a lot better. And I think they could have done a lot better job with aligning that different color, but you know what, whatever. What I do like about the face though is the embroidery. I think it looks really, really nice. The only thing that's throwing me off is how the inner mouth is a completely different fabric than the rest of the body. But you know what, hell yeah. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. You don't really even notice the mouth. Like, you do, but you don't really notice the texture of it. I think the embroidery looks really nice. The eyes look really nice, and the hat is right here. It's literally just like this like hard felt fabric, and I think it's a little bit too scratchy. I think they should have done a little bit of a puffier brim and a bigger hat overall, because it looks tiny. But I think it looks pretty good for what it is. So overall, for this Doey the Doughman made by Culturefly, I'm going to give it a good 7 out of 10. Good job, Culturefly. Next up, we got my own custom-made Doey the Doughman, and I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible. But that being said, I do really like this guy. I like how squishy he is. He is very nice and soft, and he doesn't look as flat as the Culturefly one. One thing I did really try to do is make this pattern flow nicely. I think the only time the colors that clash really harshly and look like they just get cut off is right here on the neckline and right here on this like part that connects the two sides of the two halves of the body. But overall, everywhere else, I think it blends in really nicely. Especially with the red, you know, it goes all the way around. One thing that I will note that I wish would have been better on mine is the seams. I hand sewed all these sections completely because on the machine it would have been hell. This, for reference, this is what machine sewing looks like. It looks very clean, very classy. But this is what hand sewing looks like, and I did it very sloppily. I think I should have taken more care with the seams, but overall I think it gets the idea. One thing that I also like about mine is that I did cut into the little fabric right here, just so then he has a little bit of cracks on his body, which I think it gives a little bit more of like texture and like gruffness to it, which I think is a really nice touch. The legs are right here. They're nice and squishy, nothing too special about it. As I said, the pattern and all the colors like flow nicely. They all connect where they are meant to. Here there's a little bit of a mistake, but you know, I don't think it's too noticeable to where I can say it's a fault. The arms, what I do like about mine is that they flop to the side and they look like he's more of in an idle position. He's just chilling, you know what I mean? The arm looks very nice. The fingers look about the same as the official Culturefly one. This little patch right here blends in with itself. It follows a nice pattern. I think it looks very nice. I did glue this part on and it looks out of place, so I am gonna knock myself a point for that one. The other arm looks also really nice. It has this little section part right here of blue, which I think looks really good. Add some good contrast to it. Looks very nice. One thing I wish I would have done is made this look a lot smoother. Maybe I could have angled this right here, so then this little piece would be blue. But honestly, I think I did a really good job for what I was looking at, because when this guy was made, I didn't really have good images of Doey. I just had the gameplay trailer and that was about it. But I think it looks really nice. The back, nothing too special about him. The neck looks really plain. I should have added the little yellow spot right here. I didn't really notice he had a yellow spot at first, but now that I look at him in game, you can definitely notice it. The head, I think it looks really nice. It's nice and round, not as flat as the Culturefly one, but Culturefly obviously has embroidery, and I think that would have been a nice touch for my Doey the Doughman, for the eyes and mouth to be embroidered. Oh my god, horrible voice cracks right there. But I think the felt looks nice. It doesn't look too bad. I would have made this a little bit of a darker blue instead of just black, just so it has a little bit more depth to it, you know. Lastly, the hat looks nice and squishy. I double brimmed it, which I think looks really nice. So I think the hat is very good. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. I think the hat is very good. But yeah, here's a size reference. Here is how big he is compared to a FNAF Freddy, and you can see that he is a lot bigger than him, not where the Culturefly one was just like slightly taller than him. But yeah, there's my Doey the Doughman. I think he looks really nice, but I'm gonna give him a good 8.5 out of 10. He does have a little bit of nitpicks, but overall I think he embodies the overall design of Doey a lot better than the Culturefly one, and that's not just because I'm biased. I think I did a genuinely better job. But what do you guys think? And let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think and which one you think is the better Doey. But let's put them side by side and close this video off. So here they are, and all in all, if you guys do want a Doey plush right away, I highly recommend this Culturefly one. He is very cheap and very, he does the job well done. If you guys want to use him in videos, he is nice to handle. He, overall, a very good plush. But if you guys do want to wait for the official Mob Entertainment one, which is this one right here, I would highly recommend waiting for that one if you guys have the extra cash and the patience to wait for that Doey the Doughman plush. The features on that guy are just 1,000 times better than my official plush and this Culturefly one. The rotating height is just perfect, and the posable limbs, just amazing. I highly recommend that one. But yeah, if you guys do want your own Doey, highly recommend this Culturefly one. Just go check out your Walmarts. They're probably there. If they're not sold out, of course. I went to 3 Walmarts in my area, and I only found him at 1. So good luck with that, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do enjoy this video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.